Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing a mid-year 2023 update on my planner. I've been using the Hobonichi Cousin this year and really enjoying it. I wanted to come on and just give you an update. I think my last video on this planner was January, so today we're going to kind of catch up and I'll share how I've been planning lately. So I've been really consistent with the Cousin so far this year, and it has been my one and only planner up to this point. So for me, it's an all-in-one planner, journal, place for just everything I need to plan out. In here in the cover, I like to collect stickers just over time from places I've been and just cute stickers I find. I like to put in here. This was just a little card from a cloth and paper order. I have some sticky notes here that are just things I want to remind myself that I can track on the weekly spreads of this planner. So not many updates to the first few pages here. I've just added some heart stickers on the months that have already passed. And on the index page, I have slowly been updating the index, just sort of describing what's on my daily pages. And so I did not really fill in May yet, but that's okay. I'll go back and fill these in as I go when I have extra time. At the bottom, I was kind of tracking like how many videos I posted, how many blog posts, different types of content, and how many times I posted it, and as well as which phone I use and when I develop a roll of film. So the monthlies you've seen before in my last video, but I'll just kind of flip through. The monthlies have been pretty functional. A lot of the times I will use a habit tracker on the monthly spread. For March, I gave myself a break from habit tracking. I just felt like I needed a month off and didn't want to track anything, so I just didn't. And I tried to write in plans, but also go back and write in like a major thing that happened that day if I can think of something. And then I also started like ticking off the days too, which just helps me see where I'm at. So I did that through April, and a lot of these sticker kits are just Hobonichi sticker kits that I have in my shop. I like to just pick kind of a different theme for every month. So this was April and May. So you can see I kind of slacked. I did not go back and fill in a lot of May and what I was actually doing. And I didn't even finish checking off the boxes. I found that every summer my planning tends to change and I do like a lighter version of planning just because with the summer, with the weather being warmer, I'm out and about and doing more activities. And so I feel like I just don't have as much time in front of my planner. And that's okay. I'm just trying to embrace that different seasons are going to look differently. And so going forward, I'm actually changing up my planning. You'll see more about that in my next video. But I did on June 1st moved into a personal ring planner. So I'll share that update with you. But let's go to the weeklies. Again, I'm going to flip through these again, even though I did show them in my last video. But we'll just pick up where we left off. So the weeklies have been very functional, but also just trying to figure out what to do with them and how I like to use them. And I've been pretty consistent in either like marking off my work hours or creating a little bracket for different activities so I can kind of visually see where my work was, or at least write like if it was a work day. But I kind of change that every week, and then I always have a line drawn somewhere around midnight on the timeline, and then below that I will track different things. So goals have been a big one. I've been writing down what I would do each day for to sort of work toward different goals. And you can see like it depends on how the week is going. This week didn't go to plan. I didn't really, fill anything in, and then the next week was kind of like I was sick and just trying to get back to it. So sometimes I just don't really I start off strong on Monday and I don't really follow through the whole week. But that's okay. It's just life. And I like looking back through all of the things I've done, and just how my planning changes week to week a lot. This was a week I was really happy with how it turned out. So I have the brackets on work hours. I have some lines down here. I was tracking sleep in one. I was tracking spending in another. And I also wrote a word of the day across the top. I really like that. Sort of did the same thing for the following week. I really loved how that turned out too. And same thing here. Same kind of setup. Same thing here. This week I used these really cute stickers from Megan Rhiannon, and I love her stickers. Really, really cute. These are printable. So I printed mine on clear sticker paper, and that was fun. And then this week, I really like how this week turned out too. Like, I didn't draw a line, but I still was tracking goals across the bottom. I was sort of trying to track like what time I go to sleep, work schedule, and I really like the stickers that I used on this week, and some Simply Gilded washi. And then similar layout. So this was when things just started to become too much. And you can see this week, no stickers. I was just like jotting things down, not even like worrying where things were written on the page. Like, I just had to get it down. And I feel like that's where I realized I needed to make a little change in my planning for at least like the summer months, and just let myself do something a little bit different, because this Hobonichi Cousin, it has the monthly, weekly, and daily pages, and it can be a lot if you are trying to keep up with filling in all of those pages. And I don't stress about it. Like, if I have empty weeks, like these couple of weeks are going to be empty because I wasn't in this planner, and that's totally fine with me. If I don't come back until, the fall or something, to the weeklies or the monthlies, like, that's totally fine with me. But at the same time, if I'm not utilizing this book to the fullest, I feel like I don't need to like carry this whole thing around with me either. So I'm letting myself just do something a little bit different for the summer, and we'll see how that goes. So I know I flipped through a lot of my daily pages, so I think I left off in the last video at the beginning of February. Yeah. So this was the page I left off on. So just kind of going through my daily pages, I will use them in different ways every day. I will put in photos if I have, memories I want to keep track of, or things that I did, like we went to the aquarium. I will do mind mapping, and I have a lot of blank pages too. A lot of the pages I just skipped. I just had personal journaling on those, and so I'm just kind of breezing past those. But I was making inbox lists too. Like, I'll just take one of these sticky tabs, and I'll just make an inbox list on any, random page that I haven't used, and I'll just keep it there until I, finish the whole list. And then this will just kind of be like my running task list. So sometimes I like to draw, like in the evening, if I have extra time, I love to come in here and just draw or journal or whatever. I just felt the need to make an X-Men tracker, even though I've already seen all the movies. I don't know. Putting in photos, drawing, journaling, mind maps, that's kind of just how it goes all the time. At the end of a month, I usually will do a review and then set goals for the next month. I like this page. I actually did some collage in here. I don't normally do that just because I don't want this planner to become too bulky. So I will put in photos, but I try not to glue in too many things. Super Mario Brothers. So there was another kind of inbox that I had going. Oh, this was the inbox. That was just another list of stuff I needed to work on. I did not do my April review. That's okay. And was trying to figure out like what habits I was good at. Like I'm not a habits person. But lately I've been really consistent with a few habits. So I was trying to figure out like how long have I been doing the habit. So like walking every day. I've been walking for like 30 minutes to an hour every day for like 4 years, which is really impressive. Like I never thought I would be that consistent with something. And then I started the Duolingo app. I've been reading the Bible. At this point, it was 3 days. Now I think I'm on like, I don't know, 30 something. I felt the need to write in all the MCU and then highlight the ones that I saw. Even though I do have this on a printout, I did not want to glue in a printout. So I rewrote the whole thing. Mind map. And mind map. That's pretty much it. Mind map. This is an example of like a more functional layout that I'll do when I need a daily page for a busier day or just more things on my mind. I will do like personal work and then just kind of journal on the side. To-dos, mind map, to-dos, journaling. I started journaling about work a lot, and then I started planning out personal rings. Oh no. Started figuring out like if I moved into a ring planner from here, what is it that I need to include, and how do I structure it? Planning out my planners, planning out planners versus stages of life. I think I was trying to figure out, like, I always do the same thing for work pretty much. I've been using a Happy Planner classic size disc bound planner / notebook for years, since like 2018 for work. So that's pretty consistent. But then the cousin I've been off and on, weeks I've been off and on, and then personal rings off and on. So work notes, and then that was my last page, May 30th. So I haven't been writing in here. My back pages have not changed at all or been updated. Back here I just have this little journaling prompt list. So that is the update. That's how my hobonichi cousin has been looking. Love this planner. So as I mentioned, I'm changing up my system, but this is not going anywhere. Definitely not going anywhere. This will remain, at the minimum, it will remain my daily journal. But just like currently this month, I'm not finding myself to have the time to go in and journal every day. So I did move into a personal size Filofax, and I'll dive into that in my next video. But the basic system is that this will be my everyday, or is my everyday carry, and I go in here and plan, do a little journaling if needed. And then my thought is just, when and if I have the time, I'll come back and fill in my cousin. But it's just not urgent. It's kind of just on the shelf at the moment, because I feel like this one is all I sort of have time for. So yeah, that's the hobonichi cousin update, the planner update. I hope you enjoyed. Any questions, leave them below, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye.